Hi everyone, I am Dr. Anil Shetty, Professor at Jain College of Engineering, Belgavi. So today we will start with Module 5, that is Manufacturing, Control and Automation in subject Additive Manufacturing, that is 15 ME82. So today is the first session, so let's first see the syllabus. So Module 5 is Manufacturing, Control and Automation. It is divided into two parts. The first part is the CNC and the second part is the automation. So in the CNC chapter of this module, we will be seeing overview of NC, CNC and DNC machines. We'll see their advantages, classification, and main focus will be on the programming parts. So where we will be doing the basic programming of drilling, milling and turning operations. In the automation section, we will see the basic elements for automation system. What is the type of level of automation can be done in production process. We will see different production process, that is process industry automation, discrete manufacturing industry automation, continuous automations, all these stuffs. So let's start the class with CNC chapter first. So let's start the class. First we will start to see what is manufacturing. So word manufacturing derives from two Latin words, that is manus, that means hand, and mactus, means make. So that a combination means made by hand. So this is the way the manufacturing was accomplished when word first appeared in English language in 1567. So before going to the actual subjects, first we will try to see what are the different types of manufacturing. So let's start with the first, continuous flow process. So continuous flow process is a type of manufacturing system where you are producing a product continuously non-stop. For example, in chemical industry, plastic or petroleum and food industry. So it is a continuous production, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months, 365 days we are doing continuous production, non-stop production. So you can see in continuous process the amount will be bulk, the amount of production will be bulk, but the variety will be very less. Now the second process is the mass production of discrete product. So here what we are doing is, for example, if we consider some automobile, so we know, okay, let's take one car. Let's say you are having a car of Mahindra. So Mahindra Scorpio, it will be produced in volume of say 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, like this. Then you may have another model of Mahindra TUV. Or let's say in Maruti, you may have Swift, you may have Dzire. So 1 lakh productions of same type. Similarly, it's applicable in home appliances. If you are producing a fridge of 200 liters, then 250 liters, 300 liters, a huge quantity. So in the mass production, the quantity will be still large, but we will producing limited number of variations will be very much limited. For example, if we consider let's say a fridge, maybe 200 liter, 210 liter, 240 liters, so like this. Similarly, applicable in automobile, so we will have one say engine of Maruti. Maruti we will have Swift, then in that we may have LXI, VXI and ZXI versions. So third is batch production. So in batch production we are producing this product in a small batch size. For example, the batch size will be depends upon the product to product. For example, you may have you can say a batch size for in case of a book manufacturing, you can say a batch size of, let's say 1000, maybe a batch size where you are producing similar product, similar book for printing similar book for 1000 quantity. Maybe in t-shirts you can have consider with the same logo whatever is showing with the logo and name, you can say okay 100 may be our batch size. So in this case we can have variety. For example, in case of a, let's say in t-shirts, I can have a same logo okay, but different names. So here when I'm producing with the logo, so all these 4 t-shirt can be considered as a single batch only, because I'm just putting the logo irrespective of colors. Okay, now the last one is job production. So what is job production? Here we are producing only one product. Okay, for example, I'm making, let's say I want to design this part, so I make a prototype of this lever, vehicle levers. Okay. Similarly, the aircraft. So you can see this aircraft. All aircraft are unique in its name. So let's say if Airbus is producing aircraft for Indian Airlines, also for Jet Airways or American Airlines, for all this, the engine may remain same. Okay, so either they may have Rolls-Royce engine or they may have GE engine, but they inside again seating capacity will be different. Again, they may have one may opt more economic class, another may opt more business class, another may opt different size of the seats, depends upon the locality. Also they may have different colors at the outside. All this stuff matter. So if I put in a single graph where I am seeing the production quality, quantity versus production variety. So you can see in the x-axis we got production variety, in y-axis we got the quantity. So we know in continuous production system we will have less variety, but the amount of production, quantity of production will be high. Definitely in case of a mass production, the variety will be slightly increased. Definitely it will be compensated in less production in the quality side, sorry, quantity side. In case of a batch production, we will have more variety compared to mass production, but the quantity will be less compared to mass. But in case of a job, the variety will be very high, but the quantity will be highly low. So let's start with the next part, that is what is machine tool. So what the main function of a machine tool is to remove the metal from the workpiece to give the required shape or size. This is accomplished by achieving a proper relative motion between the workpiece and the tool. So either workpiece is rotating or tool is rotating. So in case of a milling machine, the tool is rotating, workpiece is stationary. Okay, but in case of a turning, the workpiece is rotating and tool is having only a sliding motion. So what is a conventional machine? So a conventional lathe, the job is fixed between the centers and are made to rotate by powering the spindle. So here you can see we are putting in the jaws, we will hold this part. Okay, and then this jaws will be rotated with different motor mechanism. The tool is motion is achieved by operate. Now here whatever the tool motion, that is sliding motion, is achieved by hand wheel, and the feed rate is controlled completely manually. Now what is the problem with this? The productivity and the quality of product depends on operator skills. Now here plays an important role. So a good operator can produce good quality product, and also he can quantity will be more. But suppose in one day his attitude is not good, he's not feeling bad, or he's not in a good mood, he may produce less parts, or he may damage the quality also. So this another problem is this machine is characterized by very low feed speed and the feed and material removal. And product, if there are complex product, parts will be very difficult to produce on conventional CNC conventional machines. So in today's manufacturing industry, what is manufacturing industry expects from this machine tool? So one thing is the machine tool should be very flexible. Second, it should be suitable for minimum batch production, capable of carrying out many operations on a single setting, then high material rate. So the third parameter, capable of carrying out many operations in a single setting, is very important, because whenever we are doing a manufacturing process, the setup time is very high. So maybe we are doing simple 10 drilling operations, so each is taking 30 seconds. So we may be having only, if 10 operation 5 minutes, but setting time may be 1 hour also. So here if I do one setting, many operations can be possible. So this is possible when you are using multiple tools. Okay. So this is not possible with current conventional machines. So that don't fit in all about these requirements. So before starting the CNC part, let's go to the history first. So in 1947, John Pearson and US Air Force defined a need to develop a machine tool which is capable of machining complex close tolerance aircraft parts. So with the same quality time and after time. So they want a better repeatability process. And that is the time they introduced NC programming or NC machines. So they have given the contract to MIT to build this machine for the project, and in MIT to control this machine they have announced automatic programming tool language in 1959. In 1969 this is eliminated by direct numerical control. So they eliminated a paper tape punch programs and allows program to send directly to the machine tool. And in 1968 the machine tool builders market first machining center. In 1917 CNC machine tool and distributed numerical control has started. In 1980s, this is the time when all computers or desktop computers came into picture. So there have good graphical CAM systems were introduced, and that time the CNC part is started, and the prices went more down in 1990s because good quality controls were there, and also the price of computers were going down very heavily. And from 1997 we started with PC based control, that is using a single computer we are controlling maybe 10 to 20 machines. Okay. So let's go to the next session. So that is numerical control machine. So what is numerical control machine, also known as NC machine? So is an automated machine tool in which machine tool control is programmed with a series of numbers, letters or symbols and initiated in an electronic control form. This numbers represents the tool position, cutting speed, feed and etc. So you can see this was the machines long back. So you can see this is what the card reader is. Okay. So what are the main components of the machine? So first what we do is you can see this complete the components of NC system, that numerical control system. So first what you do the parts draw on a regular manufacturing process. Then you write the NC code for this one. Now this NC code should be in tape punch format. So that is can be done with this help of a microcomputer. So we generate the tape. Now this tape goes to the tape reader, and this output of this tape reader will go to the machine, and using the output of the tape reader we can control the motion of the machines. So what are the advantage of NC systems over conventional machine? Better control of the tool under optimum cutting condition, improve part quality and repeatability, reduce tooling cost, tool wear, job setup time, reduce time to manufacturing parts, and reduce the scrap, and better production planning and placement of the machine operation in the hand of engineering. So here what was happening? So you are engineering writing the program in format tape. So we know what will be the total manufacturing time. Irrespective operator changes, the manufacturing time remain same. So we can do a good production planning in this case. But what are the limitations? That was having high investment cost, high maintenance efforts, need for skilled programmer, and high utilization requirement. Now to overcome all this we went to the CNC machines. Okay. To overcome what are the shortcomings of NC machines, we went to the CNC machines. So this is a simple CNC machine. So what is actually a CNC machine, or also called as computer numerical control? A numerical control system in which data handling, control sequence, response to the input is determined on board computer system at the machine tool. It is called as CNC machine. So you can see in the first picture So this is the machine. Okay, so there are different motors mounted to move in X, Y, Z direction. This is the milling cutter. So this is the vertical milling machine. So you can see this complete control of this one is in computer is mounted here. So it's such a big computer. But if you see the current PMC, that is a vertical milling machine produced by BFW, so you can see only the small controller. So you can imagine the computer, such a big computer is moved to such a small computer in this case. So what are the basic components of any CNC machine? So this gives a simple flow diagram of a CNC machine. So this is the machine tool. There is the drive systems. So what is the function of drive system is to move in X, Y, Z direction to move the spindle on, off. Okay, and this is a control unit. Then we got a feedback loop which goes to the control unit and that get displayed. So how this process works? For example, I want to move the job to, let's say, X, Y, and Z some coordinates. So let's say 10 by 10. So that input is given to the machine. So the data got processed and it will give the signal to the driving system, both X, Y, and Z motors, to move to a respective position. One that is moved, it goes to the feedback and same goes to the control loop and it get displayed. So on the display unit I can see X coordinate, Y coordinate, and Z coordinate. For example, in input I say switch on the spindle, so it will go here, go to the miscellaneous function, goes switch on the motor at some specific RPM, and then the same feedback goes here, go to control unit and then get displayed. Now you can see in this picture the difference between a CNC machine and conventional milling machine. So left side is your conventional conventional milling machine by BFW, and this is MATTAB CNC machine tool. So you can see here all we are using in conventional machine there is a DC motor, but in this machine is called AC servo motors. So AC servo motor is having more precision control compared to the DC motor. Now if you can see the in this case of a spindle, so I have to change the tool manually here, but here using automatic tool changing I can go on changing in the program only. I can define the which type of tool I have to use and that can get mounted. Even when I have to move X, Y, Z direction, so I have to use this manual control wheels, but here everything is controlled using the program only. Here even the clamping I have to do manually. Here even auto clamping is possible. So what are the advantage of using a CNC machine? So one major thing is higher accuracy, reduce lead time, higher flexibility, reduce scrap rate, reliable operations, consistent quality, reduce manpower, increase productivity, reduce non-productive time. So you can see here because when I'm doing any CNC programming, I can do it on a simple computer and check it how that will work. So I can do it offline. I should not go and directly do on the machine. So that saves my lot of time, machining time. Okay, so production will be going on parallelly. I can write the program in any of the softwares and see the program offline. So this will consistently increase the quality, reduce the manpower on job, increase the productivity. So machine will be used only when the complete production is on. Okay, and also reduce the non-productive time. But what are the disadvantages? So if you compare to CNC with a conventional, it is having a higher investment cost, higher maintenance cost, and requires specialized operator. If you consider even from investment point of view, if I go a simple conventional milling machine, okay, it may a good quality, it may be costing me around 7 to 8 lakh rupees, okay, with maybe I can say a 1 meter bed size. But if I'm using same with the CNC BFW, it may cost me around 25 till go till 35 lakhs. Okay, definitely there is a higher maintenance cost if you are considering the CNC machine compared to conventional, and requires special operators. The cost of operator is high if you are considering for CNC, because he should have a knowledge of complete CNC programming also. So these are the few CNC manufacturers and few machines. So you can see what are the different CNC machine. CNC lathe, also called as CNC turner. CNC milling machines, CNC drilling machines are there. CNC drilling machines are there. CNC laser cutters are there. EDM machines are there. So at the right side you can see few of the manufacturer of the CNC machines. So this is a Marshall. So Marshall is a Japanese company. So this is a DMG Mori. So they have produced the CNC machine with 6 axis. Mazak, that is also a foreign company. This HAS, this is a US based company. So BFW, we have this manufacturing unit in Bangalore. Then we got the Jyoti. So Jyoti is a Gujarat based manufacturing CNC manufacturing company. Then we got S Micromatic Group. So S Designer and S Micromatic both are same company. Okay, so it's a S Designer is mainly concentrating on CNC lathe machines. Okay, then S Micromatic is concentrating on grinding machine, CNC grinding machine. So these both are based in Bangalore. And there is a company called Galaxy. Okay, so Galaxy is based in Belgaum. So they are also CNC manufacturing company. So we will stop here now. So if you have got any doubts, you can email me to the above mail ID, or you can message me also. So please press the bell icon and subscribe to the channel to see any updates. Thank you.